Hi guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're going to be running through the custom tactics and the squad I used to hit rank 1 in FUT Champions in the past weekend league. As you've seen by my previous video, we saw the rewards and a brief view of the team I used, but I'm going to go in depth with the custom tactics and the players I used. So we're going to start off with defence. Obviously this was inform Chesney, not the red pick. We were fortunate enough to get him in red pick, so it gave us 30k back. We then used Cuadrado on the right hand side of the fullback position, Andy Robertson the left back, and De Ligt and Van Dijk in their respective positions. Cuadrado was really good. He is a little bit hit and miss. Didn't provide any assists or goals this weekend. However, you notice the pace. He's very quick, very good to recover. Also very good on the ball. The 5-star skills sometimes come in handy, but his ball control is something you notice is very good. Matthijs de Ligt is absolutely brilliant. I've used Varane, I've used Marquinhos, I've used Kimpembe this year. De Ligt at the moment is just as good as Virgil van Dijk in this game, in my opinion. Absolutely loved him. If he gets the double upgrade to an 89 rated card, he's going to be absolutely insane. And I can see him being in the team for a very long while. The same can be said for this man. Van Dijk scored an all-important goal for me this weekend in the 16th win. Incredible defender. I'm fortunate enough to pack him untradeable. Absolutely love Van Dijk. Probably won't replace him until I can get an icon or a team of the year in there, to be honest with you. Absolutely flawless. Best centre-back I've used on the game. And going on to the best left-back I've used on the game, which is surprising. I've used Andy Robertson here and there because I packed him very early on untradeable. But comparing him to Fernández and Theo Hernandez, Andy Robertson is so solid. I've made mistakes with Theo and Fernández. Robertson just doesn't seem to make mistakes. His passes are always spot on. Defensively, he's always in the right position, which I found is something that fullbacks never are. But Robertson's always in the right spot to intercept or stop a cross or block a shot. Best left back on the game for me, and again fortunate enough to have him untradeable. Our two defensive midfielders were Bruno and Kante. Kante, as I said in the rewards video, best player on the game. The difference he makes in midfield, he dominates midfield battles. You see memes of Kante everywhere on the pitch. There's two of him. Genuinely feels like it when he's on the game this year. His interceptions are insane. He breaks up everything in midfield. And then I've got the creative player in Bruno Fernandes next to him. Again, a first owner untradeable. He's amazing in that role. I feel like as a cam, he's probably too slow. But in that deeper CDM role, he's my link play between the defence and my front four. And I love Bruno Fernandes. I've got Bernardo Silva, as you can see on my bench. I might try and squeeze Bernardo into the team and see how he plays in that role. But I feel like he's probably not going to be as good defensively as Bruno, so I might stick with Bruno. Onto the cams, we have Sancho, Foden and Fekir. Sancho plays on the right, Foden on the left, and Fekir in centre. In fact, I think Sancho and Foden might be the other way round. Fekir is the best value SBC we've had this year. Absolutely insane card. Look at that record. That's either on friendlies for objectives or champs or rivals. That's not squad battles, and that's nuts. Sancho, his return doesn't look as good, but he's still someone that I find is so good in this game. His dribbling and his skills are very ineffective in this game, but Sancho is a player that I recognise that skills can be utilised correctly. He does everything so quickly and keeps the ball so close to him, and I find myself winning so many penalties with him, which of course I've got the pen merchant Bruno to score. Phil Foden was the man that impressed me the most this weekend. I thought he'd be good. I didn't think he'd be as good as he was. His finesse shots from outside the box, he scored 5. I'm pretty sure they're probably identical goals. His dribbling's insane and his passing was insane. For 75k, there's not a better left mid in the Premier League, in my opinion. Sterling and Rashford probably come close, but Foden's absolutely next level. And then on to the striker, the best striker I've used in this game. Probably sentiment coming into that a little bit. I have used Mbappe, as you saw from the previous squad builder, but Timo Werner clutched up when I needed him to clutch up. That's a FUT Champs record. That is 31 goal contributions in 20 games for Timo Werner. He was absolutely amazing, and I'm so glad I picked him up. I did pick him up for 840 on Friday. I've lost a few coins here, but if that card gets to 90 rated, which it should, I'm hoping Chelsea can pull through with another 2 wins, and they should qualify. That's going to be an absolutely insane card. Going on to the custom tactics now, we have got a 4-1-2-1-2 and a 4-2-3-1, but I didn't find myself swapping to the 4-1-2-1 tool this weekend. Defensively, I've got 55 width because I feel like my main concern is getting done from out wide and players running through the byline and swinging it back. So I'm a little bit wider to start with defensively, and I have 60 depth, which hopefully, as I said from the last video, I think I didn't change my depth. It hopefully stops those through balls that cut my team open, because my team is already pressing a little bit higher up the pitch when we lose the ball. So Bruno and Kante are always in really good spots to stop the balls going through the lines. In terms of offence, build-up play balance, chance creation balance, and same with defensive style balance. There's drop back. I seem to not have enough going forward, and any of these as it says there, I've got a really nice balance between attack and defence. Width, I've got 55. It is a fairly narrow formation, but having it at 55, I feel like my Sancho and Foden start a little bit wider, which creates a lot of success for me. And you can see the assists that Sancho and Foden have for me. So it creates a lot more space for Fekir and Bruno to work in as well. And I feel like Werner works the channels as well really well when I've got a bit more width. Players in box is 2.5. I should imagine you'd say. You see one of the cams sitting on the edge of the box. My player instructions will counteract this, but this feels like I don't actually have overcommitted players in attack. I've still got something defensively, so I'm not going to get countered because Kante and Bruno are probably sitting on the edge of the box that will stop the counter attack. Corners I've got on 1, and free kicks I've got on 1. Free kicks, if I'm in a decent position, I'll have a shot. Corners I'll work short, and that's when I get Foden on the edge of the box for the finesse shot. Or I tend to have Matthias de Ligt in the box, who's an absolute animal and can win the header anyway. On to the instructions. Timo Werner is everything as standard other than defensive support, in which I have him staying forward. Fekir, Sancho and Foden are all getting to the box for the cross. On my wide attacking mids, I have come back on defence as well. That helps fill in the gaps where Bruno and Kante are. So it almost creates a 4-4-1-1. So I've got another 4 players in midfield, which is going to be harder for my opponent to break down. Bruno and Kante, both the same tactics. Stay back while attacking, cut passing lanes, which again is to stop those through balls that seem to break the lines really easily on this game, and to cover centre. That's why Foden and Sancho are working back, because they're going to cover the wide positions left by Kante and Bruno. Cuadrado and Robertson I have on stay back while attacking. I'll use the LB&As and use Robertson and Cuadrado manually to get them forward. I should have enough players going forward because it tends to be Bruno that joins the attack as well. So I'll have 5 players going forward already, and there's no point leaving myself open at the back. So I have Robertson and Cuadrado to stay back. Van Dijk and De Ligt I have on standard. There's no point playing with the defenders this year. Maybe if you're losing the game, you're going to have him play as a striker. But for me, normal interceptions and stick to position, stay back while attacking is as standard for defenders. And keeper I leave alone as well. I don't want to play with goalkeeper instructions this year because they are suspect enough. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I'm absolutely buzzing we hit rank 1 in Champs. Every week, if we change the team too much or we change around custom tactics, now I've hit rank 1, I might have a play around with different formations and different players in Champs, and I might do formation reviews as part of my FUT in Depth series. But thank you so much for watching this episode. As I said, thank you for the support recently on the YouTube and the Twitch. It's been absolutely fantastic, and I'll see you in the next one.